Assalamu alaikum. Myself Mohammad Sameen was a student of mining engineering department, UT Lahore. Today I'm going to explain a project management tool known as ClickUp and two other tools, Asana and Zoho, which was assigned by my respected teacher in my entire course of project management. So before going to explaining each procedure and steps I use in tool with my project that I've done with my colleagues and members with limited timeline and others procedure I've used. So before going to directly explaining its procedure and in each tool, I will be giving a overview and objective of projects I have used, and I will be telling why I have chosen these tool and myself assigned these. So the project I have worked on this tool were my course subject projects like mine ventilation project and mine hazard projects and some other project that I have worked on. And the objective of these project to work on these tools to make it easier to remember and schedule time with my colleagues to assign them work on time. And I observed these tools make me easy to work on and completed all the tasks on time. Now I will be going in each tool. I will be explaining the procedure, what I have done, and what the end result I have gotten. So now I will be jumping to the tool and explaining each step that I have followed. The first tool I have used in my course was ClickUp. In ClickUp tool, I will be going with this tab that I am working on the ClickUp tool with my project. The project name is ventilation project. The subject I have learned in my previous semester, ventilation, that I have made a project in ClickUp tool. I have created tasks and subtasks with assignees I have assigned. We were three members, I, the owner, and two other members as a working member. Then I have assigned them dates, some timeline that are showing in red. These red lines are due dates, and I will be explaining where I have made this. In the task section, I have added five different tasks like projects constraint. These are the basics principles that I explained in my project, that like final project submissions or monitoring plans or installation plan or design of ventilation network, so on. Then I have made a planning page for this project constraint, then the execution of this planning and the monitoring and control for the execution and planning of entire project. At the end, I had a closing for this project, and I assigned this closing with two other members. And I have done this project on 10th of uh, December 2025. Now, what I've done in this project. First of all, I have made on these tasks, then I add a Gantt chart option in this tool that shows the entire process or the timeline in detail that I'm showing in sample project like planning, execution, monitoring and control, closing, then project objectives. There I am showing in the screen, and the completion date was October 29 and 25, that I have finished with career plan discussion and leading timeline. This was my ClickUp tool that I have used in my project named Man Ventilation Project with some assignee members working with me, and I have done it on due time. Now I will be going on second tool named it Asana. I have also worked on Asana, or similar like ClickUp, but it is some other features that Asana doesn't. So is there the Asana's access is not being shown, so I will be explaining this in my assignment that I made. So In Asana, I have done on a project named AI-based hazards prediction system for underground mine. In my underground subject, there was hazard prediction system that I have made in AI-based. First of all, I logged into Asana, then in project bar, I have clicked project, then I used a class assignment project named project, and then I add different tasks like research, manager, and sensor designing and preparation. After these, I have added the assignees, members, myself, the owner, then two others member also working in this project. After assignees, I have also added some deadlines and some description per each task I have given in this tool. And at the last, I use the tracking for helping each member to work on due date. Then at the end, uh, with the due time, each member's email was shown there as assignees, and they were reminded in their due time to complete their work on time. This tool also works similar like to ClickUp, but in this tool, I didn't use Gantt chart. That was a brilliant option to to actually to know the timeline and each detail execution that you will do in your tool. That was the second tool. And third tool, the last tool I have used, that was Zoho. Zoho was comparatively better than before two tools. It gives more information than ClickUp and Asana. In Zoho, I also worked on a project named Small Scale Coal Exploration Project. In this project, first of all, I have made some task. I'm showing there in the screen. So there were four different tasks. First, I did survey and planning, then drilling and sampling. Third one, testing and analysis. Fourth one, reporting and safety. With each task, I have added different subtasks. So, and there are some columns in table known as project owner status, start date, due date, and the timeline, priority, and completion. So I will be explaining all in one by one. In the owner section, I have added myself as a owner and other member is a assignee that work with me in entire the process in the project. Then status portion, I have used status portion that some is showing there. I have opened Kanban view. In Kanban view, I have opened some different pages like open, to be tested, and review, in progress, and closed. So I have selected all tasks in each category. That's if a task is being in work, so I have listed in this open table. Then in the tested mean some tasks were being evaluated or validation phase. So I put in the to be tested column. Then in review column also in progress. Some tasks were progress. Now now I will be going in list view. In list view, as you are seeing that start date are showing, it means all the tasks and subtasks were given some dates to be completed. And some tasks are already been completed as shown in red line, and some are in green line that their days to go are shown. And in duration phase, each task was given a duration to complete the task. Then priority. In priority section, we have three different part: medium, high, and low. Medium mean a task that is comparatively important, but high means that is too important and to be completed on time. Like I have selected drilling and sampling in I portion because drilling and sampling is too compulsory to do this project completely nicely to be done. And completion colon, I have we have seen that there are 26% of my entire project is being completed, and nearly 75% to be completed on time. So this was my Zoho project, and that will be completed on 15th of January 2026. As I will conclude my this video on tools of project management subject or course, I worked on three different tools: ClickUp, Asana, and Zoho. All of these tools are very great tool to be worked on any project or any task you wanted to do with some colleagues or individual can do, and also to have a timeline to do with the reminder as companies like IT companies, software companies, or mining, or anyone who have a course project to do with timeline or reminders. And all of these are brilliant tool to be worked as our project as a timeline to be completed in time, and some tasks are completed as shown there. Now, uh, a question arises in mind: which tool is more better, and what are some drawbacks that tool can experience? So, as my knowledge, I say all of these are brilliant tool, but Zoom is a little better experiences and is better uh, some more features to show some better work or to have a better interfaces to work on. Likely it shows completion period, that how much percent of your work has been completed. And next, the disadvantage or drawbacks of these tool, I have observed that this tool gives only online access. If I conclude myself as a mining engineer, I may work on some remote areas where or rural area there is no access of internet. Likely I will have a job in Balochistan region or somewhere there is no access of internet, so these tool may have bad experiences or drawbacks, but this tool can be executed very well as a project or as a other coursework detail. So at the end, I will be thankful to my teacher who has given me a brilliant time to have knowledge of this tool, and I will conclude my this video with this saying that if you have a brilliant instructor, you may be excelled in anything that you wanted to do. And thank you for hearing me.